knowledge of a Buddhist scholar, closely supervised by his main root guru, His Holiness Jigme Phuntsok Rinpoche. He gained a vast and profound knowledge of Sutra and Tantra and was conferred the title Khenpo, roughly equivalent to Doctor of Buddhist Philosophy. Chamtrul Rinpoche again received this title from Katok Monastery, where he was also honoured with the traditional pandit's hat of the Khenpos. Further, he received all the cycles of teachings, empowerments and transmissions from more than 25 accomplished masters and scholars throughout India and Tibet. Having completed his studies, he returned to his monastery, opened a monastic college, and stayed there for a number of years to teach the monks. Since 1996, he has been teaching in numerous Buddhist institutes around the world and regularly at the Bodhicitta Dharma Center in the Indian Himalayan town of Dharamsala. Over the years, he has taught thousands of students from about 100 different countries. Always ready to give Dharma teachings wherever they are needed, and following numerous invitations from many of his students, Chamtrul Rinpoche frequently travels the world, giving teachings, empowerments, transmissions and lectures. Teaching in accordance with his students' temperaments, interests and capacities, his range of subjects includes Sutra, Tantra and Dzogchen. Through his invaluable knowledge and practical advice, he compassionately guides them towards inner peace and happiness. In Chamtrul Rinpoche's own words, teaching is what I do in this life. Wherever someone asks me to teach, I am there. Without discriminating against anybody based on their gender, race, creed and so forth, I wish them to enjoy excellent peace and harmony. I try to the best of my ability to promote the view, meditation and conduct of non-violence, which is the indispensable source from the spread and enhancement of the inner peace of mind.
Okay, so we're going to start this session divided into these 4 stages. The first part we're going to just prayer together, and meditation prayer, and then the second part are going to explanation the actual, and then the third part we're going to question answers, and then the end again the conclusion, the dedication prayers. So we're going now the prayer. Eda Duji Sajiri Sano, Janji Matap the Jihon Jumba, Sertil Humbo Tawji, Shaji Japu Shabla, Kushan Sar, Gumbolo Doria, Devanda, Tombe, Nishola, Shujita, Chujun Shapa, Shalas. Zamlin Jancho Naula Kushan Sar Zamlan Zibi Jandun Chunyi Da Tuji Lonton Yambin Tangaya Natro Dambar Vipi Teshuji Ngondi Shulkur Tombi Lanshe Chime Wazir Sabla Kushan Sar Shipshakan Jindwala Gypsy Tere Timmy was a young Trituk Terenzo, Osalon Jenam Ki Namjur Jime Limbi Sabla Kushan Sar Mari Sangin Jeronyala Sar Kundo Zambo Monam Nambrajan Sipsi Jerin Tinlin Zinzip Mepam Jamsu Sabla Kushan Pami Tuxi Dorjib Dunjumni Trupinam Rolira Lampikar Mantulon Darik Bihar Jibjit Jingme Pinsu Sabla Kushan Kamsong Gorwa Don Tungnum Jimbe Sapchelang Den Tarjima Nilu Ranger Tombe Namjun Yeshi Wamju Sabla Kushan Kunzan Dorsim Garab Shirasan Pema Kara Jimban Yushunga Sozanam Yaktir Tunjarsas Katir Lama Navla Kushan Kandav Shoju Dongaji Dina Desalam Ritura Kansata Tandur Tumbi Shuji Shanbir Simbrando Badeda Tamji Darsha Namo Arya Tambal Haikat Naladanu Jinke Tum Dana Meiken Namdan Roa Kunji Jerkis Tamche Ket Chujan Tujurji. Okay, so again, prayer on English and the page number 1, the second prayer, the generation of Bodhicitta, 3 times only. May all beings enjoy happiness and the causes of happiness. May all beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all beings never be apart from the supreme bliss which is free of all suffering. May all sentient beings live in the great equanimity, free from the attachment and aversions that keep some close and others distant. May all beings enjoy happiness and the causes of happiness. May all beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all beings never be apart from the supreme bliss which is free of all suffering. May all sentient beings live in the great equanimity, free from the attachment and aversions that keep some close and others distant. May all beings enjoy happiness and the causes of happiness. May all beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all beings never be apart from the supreme bliss which is free of all suffering. May all sentient beings live in the great equanimity, free from the attachment and aversions that keep some close and the others distant. Okay, so this evening we are talking about the view, meditation, conduct, and the results according to the Alpha Buddhism, Buddhist So this topic, I think, very, very important for everybody to understand, and especially if you are traditional followers, and then important to know these 4 stages, and particularly some of you are Buddhist practitioners, and then it's more important to know, because if you are missing to understand one of these 4 stages, and then it's not very well going your practice. If you understand all these 4 stages, and then is you understand real your practice, so that's why I think it's important. So this the first part, we're talking about the view. So the view means is actually normally somebody follow traditions, any kind of traditions should be there having some different kind of view. View means is philosophical positions. Some positions must be some point, Without any point, then there's no way how to practice, Somebody going to practice must be you having some point, What is your point? What is your purpose? What is your aim? What is your goal? So this rely on the of your view, so the philosophical position. So in this way, the view, some is, we can say, in worldly, the view according to the worldly view. Some view is according to the beyond of the worldly, the view of beyond of the worldly. And then is the, even if we say beyond of worldly, that means is like the religious, the view of religious, or really the view of traditions. And even is some view is, we can say, is wrong, and some view is pure. Not necessarily all the view is as 100% pure, and also we can say all the view is as 100% wrong. So some view is perfect view, authentic view, excellent view, or pure, and some view, the view of some traditions are not really that much pure, but some view is totally is wrong, wrong view. So in this case now, how we can distinguish which is pure view, which is wrong view. So you must be follow the reasoning comes the depend to the of perfect logic, perfect reasoning, to find the authentic view, or the perfect view. You must be is the views born from the reasoning through comes of ultimate truth of the compounded phenomena, and the reasoning comes through of the ultimate truth, the logic of ultimate truth. So therefore, if you follow perfect logic and perfect reasoning, and if you use one's own perfect, the authentic investigations and the analyticals to analysis of the view, and then the end you will be found the perfect view, the pure view. But unfortunately, many different, the followers, the philosophical of the positions as a falling extremes view of wrong, because they follow the wrong logic and they follow the wrong reasoning, and therefore is not enough to understand of the true nature view of the according to the conventional truth, and the view according to the of ultimate truth. The both two truth, they are misunderstanding, because the logic is wrong and the reasoning is wrong, and then one's own the investigations, analyticals, not yet enough prove the, it's not enough the understanding. Still is with lack the knowledge. So therefore, this is the problem, Then the problem means is not just moment we found the wrong view follow the wrong view, after the wrong view, the problems is the future will be deceiving to you, but this wrong view sooner or later will be deceiving wrong view. For example, some of the wrong followers says they misunderstanding there's no reincarnation, for example. They doesn't believe reincarnation. Not only just doesn't believe, but they believe is there are non-existent reincarnation. No past life, no future life. Life is only one times what they are understanding, but this is actually is misunderstanding, because to follow the wrong logic, wrong reasoning is not good enough the reason. So therefore is follow this the point of this view, and leading in these beings are into the very wrong path, because it will be deceiving by this path, because after the death 100% sure as it will be existent next rebirth, but there wasn't belief as a next rebirth, but as when comes next rebirth, and then already too late, because many things missing for important things to do for future life. So therefore it's deceiving this view. That's an example, following the wrong view. And the sum of the following the wrong view of this the wrong view, the traditions, the following the wrong view, and that means for another example, that doesn't believe totally 100%, that doesn't believe the nature rule or the karma of cause and effect, which means is there's no karma. That the belief as a virtue is not true the causes of future happiness, enjoyment. The non-virtue is as not true the causes and conditions for future of the sufferings, unpleasant feelings. There's no rule of nature, cause and effect. There's no rule, karma of cause and effect. Something, this is the big misunderstanding. This kind of view is a very big misunderstanding. Is this very big problem, the following this kind of wrong view to the law of cause and effect, because again, a sooner or later will be deceiving. But this view, but this misunderstanding, sooner or later will be deceiving to this person, because therefore they doesn't care what is the virtuous actions. They doesn't care. Also, they doesn't care what is non-virtuous, the negative actions or non-merits. So that is why naturally ordinaries, normal the delusions and the normal emotions are more strong. Negative is more strong. So therefore, easily leading into the path of the wrong actions, and easily losing the virtues, the actions, so on. So therefore, that will be deceiving these problems in this life, many obstacles, many sufferings, many troubles, many sickness, illness, short lives, so many obstacles. But that is not only main problem. The main problems is just immediate next rebirth. Unfortunately, is leading into the unfortunately lower realms, which is a hell realm, hungry ghost realm, and animal realms. Even though not immediately next rebirth falling unfortunate low realm, but still is short life and sickness and poor country or poor pretty, so many different problems, even born in the higher human realm, so on future. So that means is the following the wrong view, and that's the wrong action will be deceiving for them, future for them. So this is the big problem, not the small problems, following wrong view, so on. And then also is some of the following the wrong view. For example, some of the 100% they believe the self is as inherently existent something. The self is the creator of universe, or the impermanent self is self nature of self is impermanence. The impermanent self is as the great of the creator of the world, like this. But it's actually the self is the root of grasping, self-grasping. The self-cherishing, self-grasping is at the root of ignorance. So the self-grasping is at the root of self-cherishing. So self-cherishing is at the root of delusions, afflictive emotions. If the afflictive emotion or the delusion is at the root, of negative actions and non-merits. So negative action is as the direct cause of the sufferings, so on. So therefore, it's also as there will be deceiving the problems, as it comes the problems sooner or later, so on. So therefore, very important to distinguish, because we are human being, we are very clear, the clever, our human mind or human brain is much more clever, much more intelligent. So therefore, it's the right time now. We are still is is not very late, so it's a chance, opportunity to understand, to choose, to find the right view, to avoid the wrong view, to understand, will not be deceiving by yourself to you by yourself. So in this way, we are important to find the right view. So now, what is the means is right view? I mentioned to you, if you follow the perfect logic and perfect reasoning, and then there's no problem, you found extremely the view. That means is you should can view to understand the natural law of cause and effect. Means is every phenomena apparent of the object of knowledge originated by the interdependently cannot existent even one single things by the independently is not possible. So therefore, according to the Buddhist point of view of the phenomena conventional truth, the phenomena of conventional truth apparent, we say, originated by the interdependently. So this is very, very logical, it's reasonable, it's very reasoning. So if you should find this perfect view born from your heart, comes from the logic and the reason, and that is undeceptive view for this life and for future further, because that's the reality, that's the truth of the true nature, the reality nature of conventional truth. So will never deceiving to you.